De-arne engaged with us just before COVID. Does that that memory serves you the same, De-arne? So yeah, a bit before COVID. Sounds about right.
That's right. Yeah, I'm the one that cleaned all the kitchens during COVID.
Yep.
Cleaned all the ovens, and every day Stuart Woods used to come to me and say godly things, and I'd say under my breath, what would you know? And I'd tell him, I still don't believe, because I didn't believe. There's too many things happened in my life that I just didn't believe in God. I just didn't believe.
That's right. That's right. And I'd be encouraging you, doing what I could.
Yeah, you did encourage me, a lot, but I just didn't believe. I thought, what's this guy know? He doesn't know. And a lot of things happened in my life. When I was, my parents broke up when I was 10. I walked out of a 3-story window at 12. I was being molested for 4 years. My first relationship was a violent one, and I was getting bashed all the time and whatever. My second relationship, I married, and I was getting abused mentally. And then I ended up having a stillborn baby, which that just crashed me. And then at 35, I went to drugs because I couldn't handle any life anymore. And then I approached Stuart Woods because I had a WTO. And
needed some fines cleared, yeah?
Yeah, to get the fines cleared. I thought, this is great. I'll have extra money for drugs. So I come here, and and I did. I worked off my fines. I went to Bible study. I don't know how Stuart Woods put up with me because, I remember one outburst at Bible study one time, and I just walked out. We nearly ended up in an argument. I was a very, very angry person. I was that angry that I ended up. You see that pamphlet that's on your table, Daniel, with Stuart Woods. I ended up having an altercation with him, and it all blew out of hand. And Daniel got the police onto me and an AVO, and I had to go to court.
You weren't allowed to come to St Luke's.
Yeah, for 2 years I wasn't allowed to come to St Luke's.
Yeah, because of certain words and.
Yeah, because I was angry. I was angry, and I threatened him, and I deserved it anyway. But that was then, and I didn't want to leave St Luke's because I was happy. Empower taught me so much. I remember at the time I was being raped, and I didn't even know I was being raped, and it was Lauren that put it in front of me. You are being raped. So I did something about it. I went to the police and I went to the courts, and that that got all sorted out. But I didn't even know, and that was to do with boundaries. I didn't know, about boundaries and that. So then, 2 years I wasn't allowed back here, and I was devastated because I met so many friends, in Empower and that cared and that. And I remember Lauren taking me to Liverpool South Church, and I didn't fit in there. After that, I went to St Mark's Church, and that's when I found my family.
You found your people.
That's where I found, that I belonged. But I still didn't believe then. I still didn't believe. And it wasn't until my friend Jenny Walters had said to me, that's God working on you. And then I realised, I thought you had to see God or you had to feel Him, but it's not like that. It's not like that. He's there with you all the time, and And I didn't feel it. I didn't see Him, and I couldn't believe in it. I couldn't understand why He let my baby die stillborn. I couldn't understand that. But then my friend Jill Burke, which she used to come to this church, she said to me, God wouldn't put anything in front of you unless He knew you can handle it. So, I started believing then, and now I've got a beautiful family at St Mark's Church, and I love it. And, it all started with Reverend Woods. He was the one that planted the seed here. He was the one,
Yeah. When you were deep in the mess, what sort of restrictions were placed on you with your family?
Well, I didn't have really a good family life, even with my grandchildren. I didn't have a good family with them, because, I was drugged out, and, I didn't know how to control my life. And now my grandson, he goes to youth group at St Mark's Church, which is a big bonus. And once I get my car registered, my grandchildren will be going back to church with me every Sunday. I have contact with them where I didn't have that before. I wasn't allowed to see him, and now I'm allowed to see him,
You see the change?
I got a beautiful life now. I still sin, I suppose we all do. But, my life is getting there, getting to where I want it. I look after my ex-husband. I look after him. He's experiencing lung cancer, so I'm now full-time carer for him. And my life is where I want it to be now. It's where I want it to be.
Praise God, sis.
And to think that, Reverend Woods, he used to say to me, he used to say all these godly things, and I never believed him, and I'd say, what would you know under my breath? And he knew.
I used to say...
He used to always say, God's working
I don't believe in this stuff. We'd have Bible study. We'd spend an hour looking at stuff. I don't believe in any of this stuff. And I'm like, yeah.
Back then, Bible study was for an hour, but we used to go an hour and a half, 2 hours, because I used to just go on and on and on.
More than me.
Good. Yeah. It's good, I remember, there was arguments and, and there was people that didn't, I assume they didn't like me because I was a mess. I was a mess.
You had a lot going on.
Yeah, but now it's good now.
I just knew God was working on her, and I'd tell her that, and she'd just go...
Yeah, I didn't believe him.
What are you talking about?
I didn't believe him. How could I believe him? I didn't even believe in God. But now I believe in God, and I know now that, before I used to have trouble in death, I thought, what's it going to be like to die? Now I have peace. I have peace with God now, and I know that when I die, that I'm going to heaven, and it's going to be beautiful there. It's going to be beautiful. I'm going to be out of pain.
Yep.
I get pain with my body.
New spiritual body.
Yeah.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be beautiful.
Yeah.
Although I can come back to St Luke's Church now, but I don't want to because I've got my family.
She does come to WaYout sometimes.
Yeah, I do come to WaYout. Yeah, and I am actually coming back to Empower.
When Dave lets her come over.
Yeah. But my minister's here tonight, so it's really good to have him here as well.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, thanks, De-arne, for sharing.
No, thank you for placing that seed. Because I wouldn't be anywhere where I am today without you. You've done well, man. You've done well.
Thanks, man. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, De-arne. I still remember when De-arne was first coming to God stuff. It was an exciting time because she would always wrestle with the hardest questions. Whether it was, I remember one certain phrase she made. One comment she used to make all the time was, "Why should I suffer because of what Eve done?" It's always stuck with me, but she didn't eat the apple, see? Anyway, thanks to Stu and De-arne. Okay, so...